Puzzles, riddles, brain teasers, they captivate us. From a simple crossword to a complex optical illusion, these challenges tickle our brains. They make us want to solve them. Why? Because they tap into something fundamental about our minds. The drive to understand, to make sense of the world around us. What makes a good puzzle? It's not just about difficulty. A good puzzle plays with our expectations. It exploits the shortcuts our brains take to process information quickly. Think about optical illusions. They use lines, shapes, and colors to trick our brains into seeing things that aren't really there. But puzzles aren't just fun and games. They offer valuable insights into how our minds work. They reveal the hidden biases and assumptions that shape our perceptions and decisions. Let's explore some examples. Take a look at the image above. What do you see? Your answer can reveal a lot about how your brain processes visual information. Optical illusions work because they exploit the way our brains interpret lines, shapes, and patterns. Our brains have evolved to find meaningful patterns in the world around us. This is essential for survival. We need to be able to quickly identify predators, food, and other important objects in our environment, but this same ability can also lead us astray. Optical illusions demonstrate how our brains can be fooled by clever arrangements of visual cues. Take the Muller-Lyer illusion, for example. Two lines of equal length appear to be different lengths because of the direction of the arrows at their ends. Our brains automatically interpret the arrows as depth cues, making one line appear farther away and therefore longer than the other. Even more striking are illusions that play with our perception of faces. Our brains are hardwired to recognize faces. We see them everywhere, even in random patterns of light and shadow. This is called pareidolia. It explains why we see faces in clouds, toast, or even the surface of Mars. Riddles and word puzzles operate on a different level. They challenge our attention to detail, our understanding of language, and our ability to think flexibly. Take this classic riddle. What has an eye but cannot see? The answer, of course, is a needle. This riddle works by playing with the multiple meanings of the word eye. Our brains automatically think of the eye as an organ of sight, but the riddle forces us to consider a more abstract interpretation. Another way riddles challenge us is by hiding information in plain sight. We often overlook the obvious because our brains are wired to filter out information we deem unimportant. This is called inattentional blindness. We focus on what we think is relevant and miss crucial details in the process. Section 4, Conformity, the power of social influence. Our perceptions and judgments are not always based on objective reality. They can be influenced by social pressure, even when we're not aware of it. The Asch conformity experiments conducted in the 1950s demonstrated this phenomenon vividly. In these experiments, participants were asked to judge the length of lines. The answer was obvious, but there was a catch. Confederates or actors posing as participants intentionally gave the wrong answer. The results were astonishing. A significant number of participants conformed to the group's incorrect answer, even when it contradicted their own perception. This experiment highlights the powerful influence of social conformity on our judgments and decision-making. Section 5. The adaptable brain learning from puzzles. Puzzles, in all their forms, offer more than just entertainment. They provide valuable insights into the workings of our minds. They reveal the shortcuts our brains take, the biases that shape our perceptions, and the influence of social pressure on our judgments. More importantly, puzzles teach us that our brains are incredibly adaptable. By grappling with these mental challenges, we train our minds to think critically, to question our assumptions, and to find creative solutions to complex problems. So, the next time you encounter a brain teaser, embrace the challenge. It's not just about finding the right answer, it's about expanding the way you think.